Welcome to Gas Ed. Today we will be discussing the shift in AI from raw models to customized context and workflows. For the past couple of years, it feels like the entire business world has been absolutely obsessed with finding the smartest, fastest AI models out there. But right now, there's a massive, kind of quiet shift happening behind the scenes. We're actually moving away from treating the AI model itself as the ultimate prize. Instead, we're moving toward a world where how you structure your business data around the AI is what actually drives real return on investment.
Let's look at the numbers. According to the RAMP Index, which tracks actual business spending across companies, something wild just happened. For the first time in this dataset, Anthropic has actually passed OpenAI in business adoption. They hit 34.4% compared to OpenAI's 32.3%. Now, OpenAI still has massive consumer brand recognition, for sure, but this flip in business spending tells us something absolutely crucial. The market is aggressively adopting AI tools that integrate directly into daily workflows rather than just relying on simple consumer-facing chat interfaces. Businesses are literally voting with their wallets for tools that help them actually get work done.
So, here is our roadmap for today's explainer to help guide you through this critical transition. We'll start with the new AI paradigm, then cover why the wrapper is the real product, and break down context engineering. From there, we'll talk about building your data moat, the era of autonomous agents, and finally, the future of workflows. All right, let's jump right into section 1, the new AI paradigm, and how we are officially moving beyond benchmarks. We're seeing some massive industry shifts right now. Top talent like Andre Karpathy moving between AI labs, and huge new enterprise joint ventures with financial giants like Blackstone and Goldman Sachs. All of this brilliantly illustrates one reality. The model is not the moat, the application and the adoption is. What does this mean for your business? Well, having access to the smartest AI model doesn't automatically grant you a competitive advantage anymore, simply because your competitors have access to the exact same models. Real ROI comes from embedding AI directly into your core operations. It's about using the technology to save time, reduce errors, and scale your output without having to constantly add more headcount. Moving right along to section 2, the wrapper is the product, where we talk about surrounding the intelligence. Have you ever noticed how two different businesses can use the exact same AI model, let's say Claude or GPT-4, and one gets absolutely incredible, highly tailored outputs, while the other gets generic, frustrating, borderline useless results? The difference there is the environment they build around the AI. This environment is called the wrapper. It's the skills, connectors, memory, and documents that an AI operates inside of. Think of it like this. When you just open a raw AI chat window, it's like hiring a brilliant new employee but completely refusing to train them or show them any of your company's files. The wrapper provides the guardrails. By giving the AI your style guides, your subagents, internal documents, and examples of what success looks like, you transform it from a complete stranger into a fully trained, highly effective team member. That brings us perfectly to section 3, context engineering, and why structuring your data is everything. For the last year, everyone has been totally obsessed with prompt engineering, basically trying to find the magic sequence of words to get the AI to do what they want. But the industry is evolving fast. Prompt engineering is essentially stateless chat. Every time you open a new window, the AI has total amnesia. You're forced to constantly guess and re-explain your whole business. On the flip side, context engineering is about building environments. It's about providing folder structures and establishing persistent memory. Instead of constantly tweaking your prompt over and over, you engineer a rich context that inherently understands your specific success criteria. So how do we actually establish that persistent memory? Let's check out section 4, building your data moat through an LLM wiki. When people hear data moat, they usually picture massive server farms, right? But for your business, your moat is actually built from everyday assets. We're talking meeting notes, standard operating procedures, customer transcripts, and even your quirky internal naming conventions. Imagine taking that raw folder of messy files and having an AI synthesizer agent create an LLM wiki. The agent actively reads your raw folders, builds connections between the documents, and creates this living, evolving knowledge base that's guided by a central schema document. It's not just a search tool, it's a customized operating system for your business. And because the AI understands the relations between your files, it actually gets smarter and more useful to your specific business every single week. Once you have that rich context in place, you unlock section 5, the era of autonomous agents and outcome-based AI. This is where we finally move away from that one prompt, one answer dynamic. With deep contextual memory, AI can start working for you in the background entirely autonomously.
Let's break down how these autonomous agent loops actually work. Step 1, you define the goal. You might use something like a native/goal command to set a specific objective metric. Step 2, the agent works and experiments. It runs loops, proposes changes, and actively does the research or the coding. And step 3, it reviews its own work against your success criteria. It continuously optimizes until it hits the target. You aren't micromanaging every step anymore. You are defining the what, and the AI figures out the how, iterating until the job is totally done.
This dynamic completely redefines how software will be built and sold, leading us to Section 6, the future of workflows, and where the market is heading next. Right now, the bottleneck for AI adoption isn't just technical anymore, it's educational. Businesses need to know exactly how to apply these tools to their specific industries. So where's this all heading? Well, here are 3 confident market predictions based on this paradigm shift. First, expect to see app stores for specialized context and workflows. Not just prompt marketplaces, but places where you can buy domain-specific memory, evaluation loops, and workflow connectors. Second, we'll see expanded/goal commands built specifically for niche vertical tasks. Commands that literally say, keep going until this specific condition in my industry is met. And third, education layers that package and monetize subject matter expertise. Imagine an expert accountant or a top-tier real estate agent packaging their specific, highly structured context workflows and selling them to other businesses. Expertise that's currently trapped in people's heads is going to become marketable, plug-and-play AI context. Which leaves us with a massive question. How are you structuring your business data for the autonomous AI era? Are your internal documents messy and scattered, or are you building the foundation for a customized AI operating system that will give your business a massive competitive edge? It's really time to start looking at your data not just as storage, but as the future brain of your business. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.